Did I get a notification? I just got a notification. You went live. Okay. Ooh. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So.
Okay, y'all. It. Looks nice.
Okay.
You sure, Tasha? Can you hear me?
Uh-huh.
Tasha.
Yes.
Tasha, can you hear me?
Yes, Tasha, I can hear you. Uh-huh. Hey, Miss True Red Bone. Okay. Are you ending the broadcast?
Hey, True.
Hi, can you hear me?
Who, me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can only hear you through. It's weird.
You might have to use your headphones.
I am using my headphones.
Oh, okay. Hey, everybody. All right. So let me just say this real quick. Hey, y'all. Hey. How y'all doing? If you're new to my channel, my name is Tasha Marie TMR. How you doing, baby? All right. If this is your first time here and you have not yet subscribed, please do so at this moment. And if you realize, dang, I've been missing Tasha's videos, girl, go and click that notification bell and make sure you click that top option that says all. So therefore you can always be notified every time I drop a new video. And if you've been watching me for a while and you like, girl, go on, hit that subscribe button. You know you love me. What's up, y'all? What it do, boo? Hey, Demetrius. Hey, Nikki. Hey, Miss True Red Bone. Hey, Lakeisha. Hey, TK Star. Hey, Royal Family. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Tracy. Girl, I seen you been watching your girl. Okay. Hey, spend a day with Shay, Erica, Maui Wowie.
Hey, Tasha, make True Ahmad. There's
Thank you, baby. Thank you. You said make True Ahmad. Mm-hmm. Okay, girl, you asking me to do things in I don't.
Well, you know, you have no moderator other than me, and you know it's
girl, you know I'd say.
And look at my eyes, exactly.
Ooh, child.
I can
tell me to go make bake.
Okay,
spaghetti, well, and I can do that.
All right, we have no mods.
Okay. Wait a minute, hold on. True. Oh, hey Rhea. Hey Michelle. Hey Flora.
Hey everybody.
Hey Patricia. Hey Whitney. Queen. Melfam Reacts. Monica. Hey baby. Lovis. Okay, y'all. Hey y'all. Hey mommy on a budget. Girl, I don't know, but baby, you got to do what you got to do when you got a big family. You ain't got no whole bunch of cashola.
Tracy, right, so let me get ready to go to bed, Tasha. Tracy Blanford. Well, probably now's not the time to go to bed. Stay up with us just for a little while.
Oh, well, thank you, Mel. I appreciate that. Hold on for a minute. Let me.
Oh, hey, why did I not ever think about using hamburger like that? Oh, for Salisbury steak? Okay, yeah.
Kamila. Oh, Kamila, that is too pretty.
Where's Camila, maybe?
Tracy, type something real quick.
Tracy Blanford?
Type something real quick.
We got to keep her up. That did that. Okay. Yeah, it's good. You know, I do the same thing, like kind of what you did with Salisbury steak. I'll make chicken breast, kind of brown it, season it, and then make a gravy for it. Like kind of half cook it, take it out, make a gravy, and then cook it in there like basically for dip sauce.
Lola. Hey,
Hi,
Lola.
Lola. How are you?
Did you see my video today, baby? Oh, Melisandra. We'll talk about that off camera, boo.
Guys, just one thing, just remind everybody, go ahead and like this live, please. Go ahead and like this live. We've got about 50 people in here. We've only got 10 likes. We've got 1 dislike, but we've got a lot of people watching and definitely a lot of people participating in the live chat. So if you're enjoying, if you have enjoyed, if you know, just
I'm gonna need y'all to twerk on that like button. Go and twerk on it.
At least twirl on it. Do something.
Not twirl.
Twirl.
Remember,
I twirl on these haters. I ride navigator.
Okay, remember a Real Housewives of Atlanta when she said twirl, twirl, twirl.
Oh, Gone with the Wind, fabulous.
Oh yeah, that's what it is. Gone with the Wind, fabulous.
No, but Beyonce says she twirls on them haters.
Okay, yep. I need y'all to twerk on that like button. Okay, everybody know how to twerk.
Hi, Brahma.
If you don't, just move your back. Okay.
True said she's gonna drop on it.
Huh?
True said she's gonna drop on it.
Oh, yep. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Okay.
Everyone's
Nikki.
here. Nikki, my name's not Nicole. Hey, Nikki.
Girl, okay, Monica. You know how we do, boo. You know how we do. Hey, Life of Destiny. How are you, baby? All right, I appreciate it. Blind Mom, what's going on, baby? You all right today? True, you in the car, girl, because every time you jump on somebody live, you in the car. Baby, you at the house now.
Who?
True. Every time she hears somebody live, she said, y'all, I'm in the car. I'm driving.
True is like one of the busiest moms out here. I mean, she gets her miles in. Her kids keep her busy.
Hey, baby. Hey, Miss Roberts. How you doing?
She's cooking. Hey, Nikki.
Nikki, but my name ain't Nicole. Okay. Menu. Okay. Anyway, Minuet. Thank you, child. Because I was like, hey, Keisha. All right, y'all. What's going on today? What everybody been doing today? Y'all been chilling, relaxing?
Can we just say something real quick? I don't even know if you said this or not, because maybe I zoned out for a second, but I was just going to say that we just started using this platform. This is really just kind of like a cold trial on this platform. We didn't really know how well it was going to work. Do you want to elaborate on that a little bit, Tasha?
Yes, you guys. We are using a new platform. As you guys know, as of August the 1st, YouTube took away Google Hangouts for us to hang out. Mm-hmm. Okay, so Francois and I have been trolling the internet streets, trying to find something so we can keep our collaboration going, because y'all know that's my YouTube sus for life. Okay. So we figured it out, baby. When two minds meet, okay, we figured it out. So I hope you guys enjoy it, because child, they was trying to get us to pay a whole bunch of money, child. It was 150, 200, 250. I said, baby, I ain't even paid my mortgage yet. I can't do that.
Right. We need free 99.
I need free 99.
Right.
Mel, I don't know why they tripping. Because they trying to keep us not to be great. But baby, you
Well, like they say, where there's a will, there's a way.
There is a way, baby. There's a way around everything. You just got to know how to research.
Right.
Okay. Right. Use Google for what it's intended for. Lily in the house. Hey, Lily. Mm-hmm. How you doing, babe? Congratulations on your 1,000.
Yay.
Hey, Tanya. Hey, Angie. How you, baby? All right, y'all. That's what I like, y'all. Let's all come together and do these things like grown ladies do. Okay.
Right.
Now,
exactly.
Let me do a disclaimer. for all the haters. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Now, let us be in peace today. Now, if you want to come in here and chat like normal folk do, you are more than welcome. If you don't want to come in here and chat like normal folk do, baby, catch the replay. Okay, okay.
Right, because it's going to be a Saturday night block party.
Okay. All right, y'all. Let me say this really quick. Y'all probably know this because I know you're watching your girls' videos. If you don't know yet, your girl got a new cooking channel. It's called Tasha's Cooking Chronicles. Yes, Tasha's Cooking Chronicles. I need y'all to go on over there and twerk on over there and hit that subscribe button. I have a giveaway when I hit 500 subs. I will be doing a giveaway, okay? And then I'm going to do another one when I hit 1,000. And I know you guys that's rocking with me going to get me right on up to 1,000.
Gosh, Tasha, what is the giveaway going to start next week? Because, I mean, you got 250 in like a day and a half. I'm just saying, I mean, it's like you make it sound like it's going to be so long away. You're going to be doing the 500 giveaway by next weekend.
Miss Emma, you made it.
Oh, look at that. How did you do that, Tasha?
Shit, I don't know. Oh, what time is it? Okay.
Oh, can you highlight certain people's comments?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Damn. Come here, baby. Hold on, y'all. I gotta have a mommy moment. Hold on.
Okay. Isn't that cute? True. Hey, Divine. Hey, everybody. I'm sorry, guys. I'm looking like super tired because I am. And you know, at this hour, my vision is like, you know, I should probably be wearing these, but I'm not. So I'm sorry. I'm squinting. Yeah, I like it too, Miss Emma.
Wait a minute, hold on. TK, are you okay, baby? Are you involved in this incident? Do you need anything? If you got to go, baby, you got to go. But I'm going to pray for you in your situation or whoever situation that's involving, okay?
Who are you talking about?
TK Star. She says she has to go. There's a domestic violence situation going on.
Oh, my
Hey,
goodness.
Divine.
Well, we are sending positive vibes in that direction.
Miss Keena in the house? Dang, I'm behind. Hey, Francois.
Yeah.
I got to go take care of that. I told you I had to go do. Y'all, I got to go pick up my son from the Y because he get on my nerves. He always trying to do. Y'all, they know I go live on Saturdays. These people around here be hating on your girl, okay?
How do you highlight? Well, I know I don't have a control panel on my side.
You click on the name and it'll say show.
Oh, but on the StreamYard side.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Hey, you guys, if y'all have not yet subscribed to Divine Euro, y'all jump on over there and subscribe to her channel, okay? Your girl got some good content over there. When I tell you she is freaking hilarious, she is freaking hilarious. Now, if you don't like cussing, she may not be for you because she's raw and unedited, okay? But y'all go on over there and say, hey, celebrity mom, how you be, baby? You back from your trip, girl? I seen you was cruising. You back? Did you bring me something?
Hey, spend a day with Shay. Gosh, everyone's here to come chill with us, Tasha. So, okay, go.
Hey, can you handle that real quick?
Uh-huh.
I'll be right back, okay? Mm-hmm. Y'all be right back. I just got to go right up the street.
Okay.
Right back.
So, is anyone drinking anything tonight? What's everyone drinking? I'm still drinking coffee. So, what's everybody drinking? Hey, Shay, how are you? Hey, everybody. Guys, just a little housekeeping item, which I think most of you in this chat already know, because I see you guys all the time. You know, Tasha and I do this every week. We alternate channels. So don't forget, obviously, you're here on Tasha's channel tonight. If you're not yet subscribed to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe. That way you won't miss any updates or announcements, when we change the time. Sometimes, we, for a long time, used to kind of try to be on like 8:30, but this summer we've had to just really be super flexible. So it's kind of one of those things that when you're subscribed, have your notifications on, you'll be notified as soon as we go live. We just haven't been able to really kind of stick to that 8-9 o'clock schedule since basically this summer. We've just been super busy. So even tonight, and then the whole thing with Google Hangouts was really tough. Last week, a lot of you joined us for our live, but unfortunately, we used something else last week that was kind of a little bit of a disaster. But, we were able to still do the live, and I think we were on for a while. But as we were exiting the live, couldn't figure out how to save it. I ended up clicking out of the live. We ended up losing it. So that's why it never got posted. So I mentioned it in my vlog today, why we, didn't keep the live from last week, because typically we don't delete any of our lives. I see you, Erica. Thank you. Thank you very much. But yeah, that's what happened last week. I think we're good on this one. I mean, this one seems to be pretty smooth. The pictures come through, the videos coming through really clear. So you guys tell us, definitely give us the feedback to let us know like how well you can hear us. Does it look clear? Is it buffering? All that kind of stuff, because that way we know like, should we stick with this? Because next week it'll be on my channel, so I don't have to play around with it a little bit. But yeah, just wanted to take care of that little housekeeping item. So if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, please definitely do so. Hey, Donna, how are you? So it's definitely a little bit later than, we normally get started, but I think last week we got started late too. So hopefully this isn't like a trend, but it's the weekend, so we're good. Let's see. Nice and clear, no feedback, no echoes, which we battled that a lot on Google Hangouts. That was kind of a problem sometimes. I like that. See both of you at the same time. Yeah, thanks, Desiree. I think that's good too, because it's helpful, because I used to have to like switch back and forth between screens. So, sometimes it's like when something goes away, like we were kind of nervous about it, like, what are we going to do? And then it becomes an opportunity. So it's almost like one of those, that forced change thing. And I think I was talking about that today in my vlog, is that, change kind of makes you awake and aware, because sometimes, if you're prepared for change, it's one thing, but when change happens and you have absolutely no control over it, I mean, it wakes you up in a split second. So we knew we liked doing this. So we had to really flip on a dime last week to find something. Like we were literally last weekend, 8, 9, 10 o'clock, trying to find something and trying to go live on a couple of different platforms. And that was what we did last week. And, it worked, but it didn't work because we lost it. Hey, True, you mentioned you just said Fran. But yeah, it's cool. Oh, thanks, Celebrity Mom. Thank you. I think I missed someone. Hey, Michelle Davis, how are you? Guys, you guys know already, I am visually challenged at this time of night. So if I miss anybody, guys, just know that you are all welcome, and thank you for coming to join us. So definitely, settle in, chat amongst friends, everybody's welcome. And, if we don't call your name out personally, it's no shade. It's just, I may have missed you coming in. So I'm just trying to get caught up in the chat. So yeah, it's really cute. I have not used this at all, so I don't even know how Tasha did it. I'm trying to see, like, can I do that? I don't have the control panel, so probably not. But I guess I'll see next week. I don't have to play around with this, but it's pretty cool. I like it a lot. But yeah, Tasha went down the street to the Y to go pick up one of her sons. So let's see. Wait a second. What's going on? What's going on? Where's Divine? I just saw a comment that when I looked on my other channel, that is weird. She asked me monetized talking. Yeah, Mel, I don't know anything about that, so I don't know. I don't even. Divine, are you even in here? She was in here, but now she's not. So I don't know anything about that. I'm sorry. Hi, Jaded and Free, Danielle. Hey, Erica. How is everybody? Y'all, Tasha went to go pick up her son real quick, so I'm just reading through comments. Does anybody have any questions? Does anyone have anything that they want to talk about from earlier this week? Hey, silly mommy, how are you? The quality is good. Yeah, the quality is actually really good. We used to be challenged with Google Hangouts. I mean, just to be honest, that was not the business. So this is actually, like I was saying before, it really does create an opportunity because we were so dependent on Hangouts and Hangouts just wasn't doing it. And sometimes the quality wouldn't be any good. So that was kind of a challenge. And here we go. Like this actually came up and it's working really well. And this is nice. So let's see. Hi, new channel. Yeah, guys, don't forget if you have not subscribed to Tasha's new cooking channel, don't forget to do that. I mean, now could be a good opportunity to go over and check it out because she'll be right back. And then we'll get the conversation starting. All right, so guys, let's try to keep it super positive in the comments tonight. If anyone has anything to address with anyone in particular, why don't we just address it offline and not in the comments? Divine, I wish you wouldn't leave. Don't go. Hi, Angie. We're doing fine. Thank you. We're doing really, really good. We had a nice, y'all, we made a seafood boil. Well, I made a seafood boil. Let me show y'all. Lobster. I got some frozen lobster from Walmart today. And I did corn, shrimp, potatoes, and mussels. And oh my God, it came out so good. Let me show y'all. Of course, I posted it to like my IGTV. Can y'all see this? Let me see. Hold on. Hold on. Oh man, this is not big enough. Okay. Can y'all see this? And I'm just gonna let this stew for a bit and just really cook. I'm gonna show you what's in here. I'm using a spatula. Oh, can y'all see this? Okay, y'all get the idea. If you'll see tomorrow. Y'all will see tomorrow, but it was good. Oh my goodness. And of course I wanted to mukbang, but you know how after you eat, after you cook, you can't eat. So I made everything. I got everyone's food together and I had like 2 shrimp and that was it. I couldn't because I started drinking coffee and my stomach was full and I don't know. I was like, well, I guess I'm just going to have to eat tomorrow. Oh. I think Divine left. I think she said she was gone. So I don't even know if she's in here to see your comment, Mel. Let's see. So yeah, that's what I did today. From on my way over for a play. Oh, Nikki, well, you are more than welcome. Angie, well, I guess I need to make a bigger pot since everybody wants some. First time commenting in general. Oh, Candice Concepcion. First time commenting. So first time commenting like in a live and everything. Well, if that's the case, welcome. Thank you for coming. We certainly appreciate it. We do this on Saturdays, myself and Tasha went to go get her son. I think he was like at a basketball event or something at the Y. So she'll be back in just a minute. So just bear with us. I'm just going to keep in company with y'all and just kind of addressing the comments until she comes back. So just hang in there with us. Monica, yeah, my comment on this, so I don't know. I really don't know, but all I do know is if it's better that when you have a situation with someone to go ahead and address it with that person directly. I'm not referee. Yeah, Melisandre, I don't have a problem with you, and I see you are being positive. And like I said earlier, everyone is welcome. So I think Divine said she was leaving. So let's just turn the page and keep it moving. So, hey, Nia, happy Saturday. What's going on, girl? Girl, I was watching you on auto today. I probably maybe was about 4 or 5 videos in. And you were keeping me entertained in the kitchen today. Let's see. Thank you, Deborah. Let's see. And Nia, congratulations to you too. Nia hit 1,000 subscribers, I think sometime. Nia, when was earlier this week, last week? Gosh, guys, time flies so quick on here. It's like you hear something and then 2 days goes by, but it feels like 2 weeks have gone by because always so much is happening. So congratulations, girl. You were kicking butt and you did that. Did you say you're getting ready to go to Hawaii? I don't know who said, Mel, no one called you. I mean, I don't know who called you petty, but it wasn't either one of these two hosts. I never said that, and neither did Tasha. So, I don't know I don't know if it was Divine who said that, but she's not in here right now to defend herself. And I can't really defend comments when I'm reading comments of, a couple dozen people. So I would definitely suggest if someone said something rude to you that you have to take it up with them. But, that's all I can really say on the topic. As we, stated before earlier today, when you came into my live, everyone is welcome. You're more than welcome to be here, but I can't defend and I'm not going to get involved in any drama. I'm just not. So 1,300 now, Nia. That's awesome. Babe. Okay, mommy on a budget. Hey. Okay, guys. So let's see. Let's find. So does anyone have a topic they want me to speak on? And I'm sorry, Tasha went to go pick her son up. So Have y'all been keeping up on what's going on with Jess Hilarious and April Jones? Does anyone have any interest in that? Erica, you and your husband, what? Is that the topic y'all want? Oh, so cute. Thank you. Thank you very much. He's a sweetie. He's a good guy. Yeah, Monica, it's one of those, like, I'm just going to mind my business because, that's it. I'm going to mind my business on that one. But yeah, Jess Hilarious and April Jones have been going back and forth. I saw something on Instagram stories. I don't know if they went live with each other. And I guess she said that April had called her out for being petty or for being messy. So I don't even know. But I'm not sure what Jess Hilarious was saying about April Jones. But I mean, let's face it. Late night with Francois. Mm-hmm. I know, right? Francois After Dark. I guess, I mean, who isn't talking about April Jones right now? April, I feel like I hear Tasha coming. April Jones is pregnant by her baby's father's, like,
I'm back.
Good friend. Hey, Tasha.
Mm-hmm. So, what I missed?
We'll talk about that at another time. What did you miss? No, we were just keeping everything nice and warm till you got back. So, I know, right?
Beauty Sheen, what you mean, boo? I flew here, girl. I was warp speed.
Girl, you should have been going live from that car so we could have seen.
Okay, so all right, y'all. Hold on though. Why is this still on the screen?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Like Divine, I love you and all, but boo-boo, okay. Y'all, you gotta understand
Tasha, Desiree is asking, can we add viewers and subscribers to your live stream? I think that's something that we're looking at, in the future, like when we've got like a topic of conversation. I know Tasha and I talked about that once upon a time, have a special guest here and there. We do have a call-in number that we've tried on a couple of occasions. Well, more than a couple of occasions, right, Tasha? We've used the call-in number, a bit. There was a time that we started getting a lot of, like, I don't know, phony phone calls or crank calls. I don't know, whatever you call them, where people would call in and they would be giggling. Sometimes it was teenagers. Sometimes it was adults that act like teenagers. So we kind of let that go for a little bit. But if there is anybody who wants to comment live, let me know, because I am always happy to get our wonderful call-in number going. So let me know.
To answer your question, yes, we can add people to the live. You know what I'm saying? But it's, I mean, you need to be trusted. You know what I'm saying? But hey, Renee, and but yeah, that's something y'all, you got to understand. This, what we're using today, is our very first time using it. We don't really know what we're doing. Well, we know what we're doing, but we need to know the features. And maybe when we go live next week on Francois Vlogs channel, y'all go over there and subscribe. If you're not yet subscribed, please make sure you go and make sure you click that notification bell. Make sure you click the top option, all, so therefore you can always be notified every time she drops a new video. All right,
another lit ass video,
huh?
Another lit ass video.
Another lit ass video. Okay.
Where is Mama Moya? When you just said video like that, that reminded me of Mama Moya. That's my girl.
So yes. Maybe by next week we can do that, when we have a topic of conversation and people wanting to come on the platform. We can do up to 6 people at a time. Is we gonna do 6 people? No, we're gonna do 1 at a time, so you can have your individualized attention. Right. So maybe that's something we can look into next week when we go live on Francois' channel. And if it goes great, we can do that moving forward. But it has to go great. You know what I mean?
Also, so let's put this out there. Let me just add one thing to it. Send a question. Do you have a question for me or Tasha or a topic that you want to discuss? If so, go to my description box, click on my email, or just go to my channel, click on my email, and send me the question, send me the comment, send me the topic. And if your topic is selected, we will notify you probably Friday, like, hey, we're going to try to go live with you. Are you available? And we can try to do it that way. But yeah, that way, if you have a question specific to me and Tasha, or a situation or something that you'd like to discuss, then we can do that. So if you'd like to be one of the first subscribers to join us, or even any of our mods, let us know. Send me an email, and we'll make that happen.
Yep, we can do that. So what, I don't know what were you guys talking about while I was gone?
Girl, just here and there, just this and that, sneakers, hats, whatever, just nothing, just chit chat.
Okay. So oh my God, this ADT thing is going on. Anyway, so what we gonna talk about really quick, you guys. The other day I have posted on my community tab about a question. And I feel like that's a relatable topic to us all. And the question was, if a guy asks you out and you guys go out on a first date and he pays for it and you guys had good chemistry, you decided you're going to go out on date number 2. At that point, who do y'all think should pay, the man or the woman? A lot of people engaged in that conversation. And pretty much everybody was like 50-50. A lot of people were saying, they feel like the man should always pay. Me personally, I don't think that. I just feel like in 2019, everything is, it's not as what's the word I'm looking for? Traditional. Things are not as traditional as they used to be. I mean, nowadays, honey, women asking men out.
Yeah, so, but how is that working for them?
It can work either way,
I'm not super traditional. I'm not super traditional, but I think there's certain things that people want, but then we want to be super modern, and then we can't figure out why it's not working. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't have both ways. You can't try, it just doesn't work like that. And I think when we try to do all that, that's when it kind of sometimes fails. I'm not saying that women shouldn't ask men out, but I think sometimes, we as women, we as strong women need to sometimes be strong enough to say, you know what, I'm going to allow this man to treat me like a lady, and I'm going to let him go in his pockets and show me a good time. And when I'm ready to show him a good time, maybe I'll cook him a dinner. Maybe I would pay for a guy's meal, but it's going to be further down the road, not the second date. And if it's already like that on the second date, that's not really, to me, if I were single, that's not giving me good prospects of potential husband material. Now, it just wouldn't, especially a guy who would allow me to pay on the second date. Maybe 5-6 dates in, that would be one thing. If I would say, hey, I'm going to take you out, my treat, whatever. But second date, that's
right.
What's next?
Right.
And to me, I'd be kind of like, really? Like, you offered to pay and he lets you? Like, okay, tell me how that works.
Second date, me personally, I feel like the man should still be paying, because again, I don't know you like, you didn't know his last name by the second date. You don't want to be going out with Billy, and Billy take you and you don't know how, and they be like, well, who was you with? And you be like, Billy, and they be like, Billy who? Billy. You know what I mean? You need to know his last name.
And it turns out it's actually Pookie.
Exactly. So if you go, I feel like, you guys have built a rapport. Now it's like 3 months into the relationship and y'all decide to go out. Then at that point, you say, you know what, your card's no good here. Put your card away. I got it. I don't think that's a problem. It was a lot of people that was saying the man should always pay. I don't agree with that, because there's times when me and my husband go out and I tell him, I got this. You know what I mean?
You're married. So
right.
in theory, your money's his, like you guys are one financial unit, you know, even though maybe you went and earned your paycheck, and you are doing the gesture of paying. I think it's different with a married couple because that's, you've already established that. I just, you know, I just think it's, you know, at a certain age, a certain, and not even just age, a certain level of maturity with a relationship. I think any man who's worth his salt isn't wanting you to pay probably almost for anything, if, you know, if he can afford it. If he can't afford it, that's fine. And if you guys are 50-50ing it because you're being conscious of that, that's fine. But also not so much that he's taking advantage of it because maybe you're doing a little bit better, or he just wants to dip in your pockets and not spend money. I think it's just also a sign just how much a guy likes you, how much they will go out of their way for you. You know,
Mommy on the budget says, I need your first and last name to even go out.
right.
And you're right, Francois. Everything you're saying, you're right. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, it just depends on who you're dealing with. I mean, now, you know, you got a lot of men that, you know, they want to Netflix and chill. They want to come over your house on the first day.
Right. And is that good husband material? Is that even good boyfriend material? And I'm going to take it one step further. Is that good baby daddy material? Because look, Friday night, you Netflix and chill. And 2 months from now, you are live pregnancy testing on YouTube.
Well,
let's cut to that video. Like, what's happening? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it he's a good guy? Is he available? Is he with homegirl down the street? Because, you know, I find that when guys are investing not only their time in you, but their money in you, that leads more to a relationship. If they're not investing their time and their money, I think that's a good indication that you are not girlfriend material to them.
Well, you know, also too, it's a lot, you know, a lot of nowadays, everybody is going to this term of, oh, he my friend, oh, she my friend. Like,
because people don't like getting their feelings hurt.
Well, I don't think of it that way. I think of it as, you know, y'all, so it's like, to me, women are so comfortable with allowing that to happen. Like, if you are, and then that's when you dealing with a man that's dealing with 2 or 3 different other women, he feel like it's okay because you his friend. You know, he don't want to give you that title because he's not really sure. Well, if you're sure enough to ask me out, obviously you liked what you saw, then you should be sure enough to give me somewhat of a title. And if we don't have titles yet, then we'll just be, you know, we're just straight casual. Like, we're not even going to call each other friends.
We're on a date.
Yeah, we just acquaintances.
Just some dude I'm dating.
Yeah.
You know, call it what it is. I think a lot of people go out, they call someone a friend, but he's spending the night and you guys aren't just playing cards and you're doing, you know, you're being intimate, but you're calling that a friend. Let's think about it, guys. You don't sleep with your friends. And that's not a good road to go down, because that's someone who is not taking you seriously, and someone who, not saying that they won't be a good father, maybe they will, but they could be a reluctant participant to, you know, and will move forward just because it's going to be one of those situations where they had to. But it's one of those where if everybody was really thinking, they probably would have made a right when they made a left. Not saying, you know what I mean? It's one of those, like, sometimes you can end up going in a direction that was never meant to be because everyone's being lax and people aren't asking for what they really want. You calling somebody a friend who's not a friend, it's a hookup. Call it what it is. And, you know, like they say, tell the truth and shame the devil. If it's a hookup, it's a hookup. It's not, you're not friends. If y'all aren't talking on the phone, y'all aren't best friends, besties, and this is someone who you are chilling with, you're paying for their dinner, or you guys are going 50-50, that is not a boyfriend. That is not it's barely a date. And then you going home being intimate, that is not a friend. And then when you get caught out there 2 and 3 months later, like I said, that situation, it can get very awkward. So I think the more that we keep bending over backwards, that's when you find yourself laying
Okay.
on the
Yeah.
floor.
Yeah. You're right. You're right. It's just really, at the end of the day, you have to have standards. You
Yes.
don't have standards, you're not going to have anything. And that's why nowadays, and I'm saying nowadays because I see it more now than I did when I was, out there dating as a young whippersnapper, you know.
Young hottie.
These women, a lot of these women, excuse me, they don't have standards. Like this cucumber challenge thing. Like, okay, come on now. Like, you think he getting ready to take you to the house so mama can meet you? Like, is men even doing that anymore? Is they taking the women home to meet mama? Are they even doing that anymore? It's like it these friends with benefits and all, like women, at the end of the day, if you don't stand for something, you're gonna fall for everything or anything. You know what I mean? So you gotta start knowing your worth. When you don't know your worth, you're not going to be worth anything. These men, if you don't find yourself worthy, these men are not going to find yourself worthy. And then you sitting at the house crying, trying to figure out why boo doing you so wrong. Well, baby, that's because you're not showing him that you're worthy. You're not
doing you
letting
how he
him
was
open
doing
the
you
door
from the
for you.
beginning.
You're not letting him open the door for you. You jump, you run into the door before he gets to the door. When he get out the car, baby, wait a few minutes. Let him come around and open that car door for you. When I tell you the God's honest truth, my husband still opened the door for me to this day. Okay, and that's 20 years later. Still open the door for me. Car door, whatever door. He opens it. Sometimes I'll make it a little faster than him. Honey, he speeds up so he can catch the door before I catch it.
Well, and I think a lot of us know, there's a thought, there's a school of thought out here that there's a shortage of men, which I don't know that that's true, but allegedly there's a shortage of men. And I think that there's a lot of girls, women, ladies who are a little bit thirsty. And I don't mean thirsty in a bad way, but they know that there's competition. So I think they're eager to please, eager to make a move, when maybe sometimes, it's like going to the car lot to buy a car. You don't go and ride off the lot that day. You try to at least go home, let them call you back and say, okay, we got a little bit better deal for you, or we sharpened our pencil on that contract, like just take it easy. When that phone call rings, let it ring at least 1 or 2 extra times, or just sometimes don't answer the phone. Like, I've just been a little bit busy, like, sorry, or I'm at work right now. Set some boundaries, have a little mystery. Don't be so, and I don't mean thirsty in a negative way, guys. I just mean like, don't be so eager, a guy that is really, really interested in you. I hope everybody in this live has had the pleasure to experience someone who is really into you. When somebody brings you flowers, somebody is saying sweet things to you, they're telling you how beautiful you are. You don't get those things when you're thirsty. You are giving those things, like, oh my God, I really like you. And oh my God, you're so good looking. And, like, can I pay for your dinner tonight? A guy who is really into you is going to be figuring out how to get your time, how to get you to stop and not go date like homie the clown who you used to date, or who you have a date set up with for the other. They want to know how to get on your schedule, like, exclusive.
Well, first of all, let me ask you a question here. True Wisdom says when women get in their 30s, desperation set in.
Yeah, but don't because I'm no, don't.
Yeah.
You can feel a little bit, but stay cool. Stay cool.
Right.
It's
right.
It's coming.
Blama said she was just in a man's live and he was saying the same thing. And Tonya Perkins says boundaries and standards. Right. You need to have boundaries and standards. Y'all, at the end of the day, it's okay to meet a man, and even if the date is going really well, y'all vibing, y'all having a good time, baby, you ain't got to invite them back to the house. Like, let them wait on it. Baby, you ain't got to give it up on the first night. Now, okay, some do, and they go off to be a never-ending happy story. I'm not saying it don't happen for everybody, but at the end of the day, give him something to look forward to, because you just don't know the anticipation he done built up, and then he be like, oh, okay, this wifey right here.
Well, but I'm also going to say this too. How many men say, and you could have a conversation with your brothers, cousins, homies, when a girl gives it up the first night, and I know this is a whole nother topic, how many times in the back of their mind are they thinking, how many other times have you done this? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So that's how men think. Exactly. That's how men think. Don't do it. It's a trap. And if a guy's going to do that with you the first night, how many times have they done that? Okay.
Exactly.
So it may mean nothing. So, and I'm just like, back to Tasha's point, don't call someone your friend who you really, so I'm just going to say, don't speak things that aren't real. If someone to you is a boyfriend, call him boyfriend until it's so uncomfortable that either you are the girlfriend or he's gone. Because you know what? It's good for a guy to be on their toes and feel a little uncomfortable, because if you're not that to him, he will leave you alone. And a good guy will leave you alone. Sorry one will be like, oh yeah, you're my boo, you're my this, you're my that, but they're not around. So I mean, check and make sure that what he's saying is matching up. If it's not matching up, if his walk and his talk don't match up, that's your sign to get out. So but if you are making him want that much more, that's how much more, that's when they're like, when they've got you in their hand and they just want to not do anything but pamper you, spoil you, treat you like a queen, all of those things. And, when you act that way, then you get treated that way. And, don't ever you might feel thirsty on the inside or feel desperation, but feelings are not always factual. Just level set yourself. And to me, like when I started to feel comfortable within myself and comfortable in my singlehood, that's when my husband showed up as a husband and not just some guy that I was dating. And next thing you know, like things got serious, like in the flip of a dime. And, it can change very quickly. So
Monica MA says people need to stop living their lives through the eyes of social media, because social media plays a huge part. If you guys notice, if you look at the screen, I'm highlighting your comments.
We see it.
I'm just randomly going, trying to hit everybody. It says my husband and I, Steph M says, my husband and I were friends and took our time. Then we made the decision to date officially. We've been together for 13 years, married for 8. That is beautiful, baby. And I'm gonna tell you, I don't know if I ever told you guys, but my husband and I met at the club. We sure did. You know how people say you can't meet Mr. Right at the club?
I want to make love in the club.
I did.
In the club.
I met everything at the club, okay? And we've had our troubles. I mean, good couple don't. But at the end of the day, we still standing, and we're gonna keep standing.
I met mine at work.
Right.
I met mine at work. And it's we had a journey too. And 15 years later, 5 years of marriage later, one daughter later, it's we've been living, actually we made 10 years as a couple. We moved in together 10 years ago. We had our daughter, she just turned 8, and we just celebrated our 5th year wedding anniversary in March. So things don't always happen. Like it didn't happen in the that's why I'm like, I'm not traditional. I'm not living like, oh, everything happened like textbook, but it happened in the way it was supposed to happen for me. But my encouragement to you guys, because I feel like I was never really like a desperate single woman. and I don't mean that in a bad way, but I was never afraid to be at home alone on a Friday. I used to go to the club by myself. My friends who were booed up, sometimes I just wanted to go out and have a drink. I would go to the club by myself. I would go early, get in for free, have a drink or two, make sure I was in a state of mind to be able to drive home, but go have a couple dances. I met some good girlfriends that way, other girls who were just kind of out by themselves, or a couple of other girls. And that's how I made friends, living in a city where I didn't really know anybody. I wasn't just sitting in the house. I went out, made friends, and I would leave at like sometimes 12 or 1 o'clock. I wasn't out like super late by myself, but I would go out, make things happen. So, you know, guys, I'm just encouraging you, don't ever feel desperate at all. You can
One moment, baby. We got somebody that's having a situation. Miss Erica, she just said, I'm going through something. I've been married for almost 9 years, but I recently left my husband and took our kids and moved back home to my home state. He has been cheating for years.
Sorry to hear that.
Miss Erica, I'm so sorry to hear that, baby. But at the end of the day, God makes no mistakes.
Highlight, she made another comment.
See it.
Right under True. True has some emojis right up under there.
Oh, wow. Okay.
She says, things got physical the last 2 years, and I finally found my self-worth and got out, and I'm just trying to pick up the pieces.
And you will.
Yeah.
You'll pick them up, baby. They will be picked up. Now, because you love what you love. So, you know, I do understand that. But at the end of the day, if somebody loves you, they're not going to hurt you.
Right.
If they hurt you, they don't love you. And it's just that simple. It's no ifs, no ands, or no in between. Right. If they love you, they will not put their hands on you. You love your children. You would never harm your children, would you? No, you would not. Okay. So your mama loved you. She didn't harm you, you know? So if someone loves you, they don't want to see no harm come to you, nor will they put it on you. Okay. So know that things will get better. It may not seem like it right now because you're going through it, but you're going through it, and then you're going to be through it. Right? You can look back at this a year from now and you'll be like, oh my God, I made it.
Look for know
that your children are your inspiration. Baby, cry at night. You got to cry because you got to get it out. You got to let it out. Don't let it build up. But at the end of the day, just keep living life as life been living. You don't let that stifle your living. And as far as him been cheating for years and years, okay, well, baby, that's his loss. You may not think right now, but at the end of the day, that's his loss. Okay. Yeah. There's somebody for everybody. He might not have been that somebody. Okay.
Right. I mean, we never know what the destiny and the plan is, and unfortunately, even if this relationship is over, or maybe it's just on timeout for a minute, whatever it turns out to be for you, Erica, the silver lining is you've got your children, you were able to have a family, and that's a beautiful thing. And, that might just be the silver lining and the blessing in the relationship. And maybe the relationship ran its course. Maybe that's what you found out what you needed to know to be able to move on, or maybe to have the relationship repair itself. I think sometimes people are cheating because they know they can get away with it. And maybe, maybe things can be repaired, maybe not, So I definitely wish you the best. And, maybe if he wants his family back, I don't know. But other than that, you've got your children, and, that's definitely a blessing.
And like Lola just said, you have to close the door in order to open another. And that is so true. At the end of the day, Erica, please know that you are amongst people who care. You are amongst women here who have lived and learned. Just know that, baby, you are in our prayers, okay?
Yeah.
In your family. Yeah. We praying for you. We praying for the kids, and we praying for him. We're going to pray for him too. Okay.
Yeah. Cause sometimes people won't stop something on their own. Sometimes they need to be called out to change their life, because at the end of the day, even if he's no longer your husband or no longer your man, he's still dad, and you have to co-parent. And people, living a double life like that, sometimes people need to be called out on their mess to be able to
Mhm.
change and get better. So in a way that this is, like I like to always see a silver lining in things, and he needed to be put out on Front Street,
Yeah.
and he can do better, because when you can get away with your dirty secrets, you will, people will. There are people who take full advantage of that. And now that he's been called out, now's his opportunity to change and get his life back, and maybe his family, who knows, but maybe not, but keep us posted. Let us know what's going on.
Yeah. Make sure you check in with us and listen. If you need anything, if we can help, let us know. And I don't mean that just saying that, baby. If you need me and if I can help you, only if I can. Even if you just need somebody to talk to, just reach out to me, and I'll do the best I can to help you in any way that I can. I do understand having a broken heart. I've had one before.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I get it, baby. I get it. Trust me, and it's a hurtful pain.
Ooh, look at that! I'm Black on Friday, girl.
What?
Josh, you see a super chat came through?
Oh, I'm Black on Friday. Okay, girl. Oh, thank you, boo. All right.
That's awesome. That's a blessing.
Yeah, that is
That's
truly
a blessing, girl. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Nice.
Let me say this really quick, y'all. This is a short non-YouTube commercial. If you've been here for a while and you forgot to hit the like button, please
just like,
hit that like button and back yourself way back in. Okay, right on back in. Okay, come on back. Right. Stay gone. Come on back.
Yeah, hit that like button. Wait, but Tasha, if they've been here for a while and they're just thinking like, should I subscribe? Should I not subscribe? Or I'm subscribed to Fran, but I'm not subscribed to Tasha. Or I'm subscribed to Tasha. What do they need to do? They just need to go ahead and do what, Tasha?
Girl, you need to go and hit that subscribe button. You know you love us.
And then they need to hit the notification bell and set it to all. And why do they need to do that?
So therefore, you can always be notified every time we drop a new video.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, y'all. We having some fun. See what I'm saying? You see what happened?
Super chat. Okay. Yes. I'm Black on Friday.
I know that's right, boo.
Okay, but yeah, y'all. Singlehood is a funny thing, y'all, but I'm telling you, I'm not kidding. I feel like I had really said, I think I had even said the week before my husband moved in that I was really loving being single. And next thing I knew, it was over. It was over. And it's amazing. But I never lived with anybody before me and my boyfriend, who became my husband, moved in together. Y'all just be patient, because the right person will come along. Because don't settle for the wrong person. Don't settle for the wrong person. Let the right thing come along that feels good and natural. Because if it feels bad, if it feels like a lot of work, if it feels like stress and strain, run as fast as you can. Because anyone who's been in a bad relationship, I think you can all go back and see at least one or two times where you had a thought in your head that you weren't supposed to be there, but you stayed. So,
and you know what, y'all? If your homegirl all booed up and you like, dang, every time I call her, she be like, girl, call me back. He just came over, or I'm about to go somewhere with Lil Ray or whoever. Y'all don't worry about that. You can't worry about what other folks got going on. That doesn't have nothing to do with you. It's not your time. But your time will come. You got to be patient. Patience is a virtue. You got to be patient and just let it come naturally. Let God do his thing. You know what I'm saying? Right. So don't, I used to be like that. I'll call my friend, what you doing? Antonio just came over. I'm like, dang, I want to talk, but she can't talk because she booed up.
But that's when you go to your closet, put your cute club dress on, like you did. Hello, and your good wig, and you
Okay.
had nice heels
She said,
and went out with a friend and
not
said,
the bad
"Let's go."
wig, the good
Not the
wig.
bad one, put the good one on. And you went out with a friend to go have a little, fun little drink. And what did you meet? A husband. Okay. Don't be in the house. I mean, and think that homie, future husband is going to knock on the door. And he might. He could be the UPS guy. He could be the FedEx guy. You never know. However, like they say, and I'm not trying to get all Bible on anybody, faith without works is dead. You can believe, but you got to work for it. You got to put forth some effort. So don't just think, okay, God's going to bless me. Yes, you need to act, you need to act accordingly. You need to act as if and keep moving in that direction of what you want, because again, faith without works is dead. So don't expect a blessing if you're not working towards your blessing. So
I know that's right, girl. I know that's right. I mean, y'all, it's okay. Everybody going through something. Everybody either been through something, going through something, or getting ready to go through something at the end of the day. But you have to stay strong. Like, you have to stay strong. You can't let everything tear your spirit down. And you know what I used to do when I was going through something. And y'all, when I tell you, me and my children have been through it, we have been through it. But at the end of the day, I would always think there's somebody that's much worse off than I am. I always used to think that, like, yeah, I ain't got enough gas to get me through the week to get back and forth to work, but I'm thinking to myself, it's somebody who don't even got no car. It's somebody who don't even have a job. You know what I'm saying? So don't always feel like, your situation's so worse, because it may seem worse to you because you're living in it, but I guarantee you, baby, it's somebody's doing well worse off of you. It's somebody laying in the hospital on life support. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta thank God for what you got. You can't worry about what other people got going on. See, that's when them haters come about. You can't worry about what Susie Q over there doing, because Susie Q ain't got nothing to do with you. Susie Q, she got a different path. Her path was different. Everybody has a different path. That might not be your path. Okay.
Right. And also sometimes your time is your time to be, and I don't take this the wrong way, guys, like because I can't think of a better word, but you're training. This is your time to get your finances in order. This is your time to get your fitness in order. This is your time to get your mental in order. Like, do you take things too seriously? Do you cry too much? Are you too sensitive? Do you gossip too much? Do you stay out too much? Are you wanting too much to be in the streets? Don't not be in the streets just because somebody comes in your life. Get out the streets because you don't want to be in it. And I don't mean like the occasional go out once a weekend. I'm just talking about stay in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you need to get yourself ready, and maybe you need to start to cook. Maybe you need to start to run your house, go buy groceries, do your laundry, fix up your home. You know what I mean? Do the work. Be what you're looking for. I know that sounds corny because everybody says it, but it's true. You don't want to meet Mr. Right and he is thebomb.com and you're sitting there thinking that you are not worthy, because that's not ever a good thing either. When you meet someone and your self-esteem is so low that they got to work so hard to bring you up, that now all of a sudden one day they just kind of lose respect for you too. I mean, that can happen. So be the best you can be. I know that sounds so corny and everybody says it, but it's really, really true, guys. I'm not, be the best you can be. When I was much younger, I did not manage my money well. I was not doing everything I should be doing, but and it wasn't just to get a man. It was just because I wanted to do better. It was because I wanted to, I had friends that were doing very well. And I wanted to be like some of my friends who were doing really well. I bought my own house. I did things. I got myself ready. This is the house that we've still been living in as a family. And, now we're going to move on to somewhere else. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you've got to make those moves. Hey, Mama Moya. Hey, everyone who's come in.
So if I could say this really quick, the Nikki Monique 72, she says, I'm not married yet at 47, but I'm happy for all my married friends. The good Lord knows I ain't ready yet, and I am okay with that. And Nikki,
Yeah.
that's the attitude you have to have. Like, baby, your time is coming, and it may not, or then it may not come. I don't know, but at the end of the day, as long as you happy with your situation, then you're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lola said she met her husband at 49.
Exactly.
Mhm.
And you don't never know where you might meet him at the laundromat, at the grocery store, the gas station,
The bank.
CarX. You don't know, but like Francois just said, but be ready. Whenever he come, be ready. That's the problem if you ain't ready.
Daddy, what you have on his t-shirt?
Right? Be ready. And let me say this too, you guys. Francois said something that made a really good point. I have a girlfriend about 2 years ago, bought her first home at 26 years old. Yes, you heard me. She was 26 years old, one child, bought her first home all by herself. Okay? Her money, nobody else's, hers. She didn't have no man to help her or anything. And here I was over 40 and hadn't bought mine yet. And at that moment, I was like feeling kind of bad about myself, And she told me, she said, because she always called me Miss Tasha. She said, Miss Tasha, your time coming. And I said, you're right. But you know what? At the end of the day, she set things up in order for her to be able to achieve that goal. When I was that age, I wasn't setting things up to achieve that goal at that time. So at the end of the day, if you all are thinking about contemplating, researching on buying a home, do it. Don't keep procrastinating. Don't keep letting the devil make you think that you can't when you know you can. Okay. Do your research. If you got some things, some bills, and a lot of people think doctor bills, medical bills keeps them from buying a home. It does not. Okay.
But the limited or what the Old Navy card will.
Right.
That Discover card that's 90 days past due will.
Yes. And try to do that, y'all. Try to keep your credit within its limits. Like if you got a 1,500 credit limit, baby, don't get it up to 1,400. Everything ain't got to go on credit. If you got the cash in your pocket, spend the cash. You know what I'm saying? Just spend the cash. Because one thing is for sure, you're not paying interest on that $10 you got in your wallet. But you're going to pay interest on that $10 you're using at the pump. Why go use that pump when you got the $10 in your purse? And you saying, well, I need to keep some cash on me. You got cash on you. You got that card for an emergency purpose. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, the only thing, now don't get me wrong, y'all, I'm not running a credit counseling class, okay? But at the end of the day, home ownership opens the doors for a whole lot more.
Farrah, feed mommy for me.
That it gives you a sense of security. It gives you a sense of you being grounded, and it gives you a sense of knowing that you belong to something, and it just makes you think differently when you own something versus when you're renting something. And don't get me wrong, I've rented for years and years and years and years and years, but and we weren't going to buy a house this year. We was actually going to put it off for another year, and I just woke up one morning and I said, no, we can't keep putting this off. Like for what? What we putting it off for? Why we keep making excuses? And that's what we were doing. Well, we gonna save a little more money. Well, you know what's gonna happen? Everybody's, our famous words. We gonna wait till tax time. Well, just like everybody who lives and works and gets taxes, it's always a new something you got to buy tax time next year. Like you pushing it off, keep pushing it off. You just can't do that, baby. Exactly. Tracy said that she was. I'm gonna put her comment up here, y'all. She said, I was so happy when we signed the closing papers on our home. I felt grown, even though I was grown, and a home for our girls. Exactly. You're leaving a legacy for your children. Okay. That's what you're doing. You're leaving something for your children. You can't leave a rental house for them. So I'm not saying that.
Well, it also becomes something real and doable, like they lived in their own home that their parents purchased. It's not a foreign concept that they are going to think of home ownership for themselves in their future. Like what you do, your children do. So just like it stands to reason, you go to college, you get, or you go to high school, get a high school diploma, your kids are going to automatically think that that's something that I should do and that is expected. You go to college, they go to college. You buy a house, they buy a house. You're married, they're married. You know what I mean? Like, our kids just follow us.
Monica says she need a hacker in her life to bring all her credit limits down to zero. Well, girl, you need to go get with that woman that did hack Capital One and see what she can do for you.
Don't do that. I think she's in jail right now, right?
See what she can do for you, girl. But Mommy on the Budget says she's working on paying off her debt. She said she wish somebody would have told her about credit when she was a teen. But do y'all notice in school they don't teach you about credit? They don't tell you nothing about credit. Nothing. I remember when I was in high school, I took a business management class, and they taught us about, checks and things, how to write a check and, all that stuff. And they taught us somewhat about having a checking account, but and a little bit about a savings account. But that was it. Like, when I tell you it was a one semester class, and that was it. They don't teach that to the kids in school.
I think they talk to you about managing a budget, which paying your bills is part of managing a budget. I would imagine, I don't know what they're teaching in 2019 versus when I was in school, but I would imagine if you're learning about finance and personal finance, I think it's, I'm sure they're not going to look, depending on how deep they want to get with a 17 or 15 or 14-year-old. But I think the main thing is paying your bills, being a good steward of your money, because the rest of it will come. If you are paying your bills when they're due, on time, managing your budget, you will have good credit.
Well, you know what, Francois, to rebuttal on what you just said, what I feel like, they don't teach you that, like, junior, senior high school. But when you go to college, what's the first thing they throwing in your face when you turn 18? You get credit card applications. Yeah. Well, and what you gonna do with the credit, and you don't know anything about it. So you get this credit card, and because I remember when my first year in college, and I got this credit card offer in the mail. And I got this credit limit, child. You know what? I was just like,
I'm not saying
swipe.
I did the same thing. Like I said, in my 20s, early on, I did not manage my budget well, but I always knew I needed to pay my bills. You know what I mean? Like, I may not have known or been fully aware of the ramifications of what I was doing to my future, but I knew that when I accepted that credit card, it wasn't just free money. You know what I mean? I knew I needed to pay my bill. And yes, people need to understand the ramifications of finance charges and this and that. So I agree with you there that there should be a little bit of dialogue about that. Mm-hmm. And then as you go further, yes, some additional dialogue. But I guess it's also incumbent on us as parents to tell kids that, like, money didn't grow on trees. You need to pay your bills. If you don't pay your bills, you go into something that's called collections, and they report something on your credit report, and the credit report will dictate your future.
Well, this is the thing I have with that, though. They stress econ and government your senior year in high school so you can go vote. Like, they stress that, like, that's mandatory. Well, it was when I was in high school. Like, it was mandatory for us to take either econ or government. Right. So if you're stressing the point in my senior year in high school that I need to go vote, why don't you stress the point of I need to at least know how to balance a checking account? Because I'm getting ready to go to college and I'm getting ready to be a steward of my own money.
Right.
Granted, your parents need to be teaching you that, but you're in a learning institution. That should be a part of learning.
Right. I agree with you. That's a very good point. I don't know if they're doing that now or not. Anyone who's got a high school kid.
They're not. I just had 3 that left high school. They're not. Like, girl, they barely teaching you how to do cursive. They don't even teach cursive handwriting anymore.
Well, I'm teaching mine. I have a book. Yeah. I buy workbooks. So I'm not going to rely on, there's certain things that I'm going to rely on my public schools to teach, but some things I'm not. And I know that they're not doing that. And I'm working on that with Farah myself.
The life of Brittany and Matt says she really wished
Mommy.
she would have stayed home longer versus leaving the house so early. She says she's been paying bills ever since. And I'm with you right. I left my mother's house at 17 and a half years old, although I went to college when I left, but I've been gone ever since. I've never been back. And I really feel like I left too early, you know. And although I didn't have my first child until I was in my mid-20s, but still, I just think jumping out there like I did and really didn't have the direction that I needed to have hurted me later on in my adult life, you know. My mother did, though. Now, I will say this. My mother did teach us about saving. When I got my first job at 14, it was a summer job. Y'all know them summer jobs. When you out there cleaning up the parks and stuff. My mother had me working that for the summer. And I remember I would get my check. And I was trying to run to the mall with it. And I remember my mother taking me down the street to the credit union and opening me an account. And then every 2 weeks when I would get paid, she would try to usher me back down to the credit union. I was like, why we got to keep going down there?
That money away.
You got to put money in your savings account. I was like, saving for what? Because I'm 14 years old. I'm what child? Well, you paying all the bills.
What is my future? What are you talking about, Mom?
Yeah. And my mother was like, girl. And so she sat me down and she was like, look, you know. So then she decided, okay, well, this is what we're going to do with you. Since you wanted to spend your money frivolously, you can buy your school clothes. So when it got time for me to go buy my school clothes, now mind you, y'all, I had been sneaking down to the credit union because it was right down the street from my house. I was sneaking down there getting my money out, right? So when it got time to go back to school, my mother took me to the bank to go get my money out of my savings account. Child, had $25 in there. My mother was livid.
Whooped your tail.
Oh, she was livid. She was like, oh, okay. Girl, she took that $25. We took the $25 out of my account. She took me to Learners. Y'all remember Learners? It's New York and Company now, but back in the day it was called Learners. She was like, okay, well, you got $25, go in there and find you something for school. And I was like, what you mean? You're not gonna buy me nothing? She said, go on. Child. I had maybe, I think I got 2 outfits out there, $25. And my mother, back then, school started after Labor Day, right? My mother made me basically wear the stuff I wore to school the year before, last school year, and she didn't buy me anything until November. Needless to say, the next year when I worked the summer program, your girl saved her money. Okay.
Well, yeah, so she told you.
Tracy, I love Learners too. My dad had got me a credit card for Learners. Sure did, girl. He should have never did that. Ooh.
Kiasha says that they're bringing back cursive in the curriculum in Texas. Kiasha is a teacher in the Dallas area. Okay, well, they need to, because, that's ridiculous when these kids don't know how to, write their name in cursive. That's horrible. Right. It's like a dying art. It's definitely an art, penmanship and lettering and all of that. But because everything is so electronic these days, everything is computers, iPads, everything. I guess all you really need to do is to know how to write. But writing skills, I even find my writing is lacking sometimes, but I do practice like penmanship and lettering and stuff like that. I'm into crafting, but for the most part, sometimes I get a cramp in my hands from just writing because I don't write as much as I used to. So yeah, it's definitely a dying art. Yes, it is. Well, y'all, we have been on this live a long time. I don't know how long we've been on here. 82 minutes, like 8 minutes short of an hour and a half. Okay. You know me, girl. I don't like being on here long. Like, we didn't want nothing, y'all. We didn't call to we didn't call and say nothing. Y'all, okay, can I get a show of hands? We have 70 people right now. Can I get a show of hands, please? Everyone who has subscribed to Tasha's Cooking Chronicles. Can I get a show of hands? Don't be shy. What I would like for everybody to do right now, because we are getting ready to close this live out. What I would like for y'all to do is please put a thumbs up in the chat if you have a channel. Thank you, Tracy. Please put it. Thank you, Chanel. Please put a thumbs up if you have a channel.
Put your finger in the air, however you need to do it. Millie J, thank you. If you guys have a channel, thank you, Sweet D. And if you guys, just really quick, if you have not yet subscribed to either one of our channels, please do so. We would really appreciate it. All right. We love coming to and bringing y'all.
Put my fingers in the air. If you want to subscribe to my channel, please do so.
Yes, make sure you guys subscribe if you have not yet. Even for the people who decided not to join the chat but are watching the live chat, you never know what you like, baby, until you try it. Okay.
Well, and if you're not, if you don't have a YouTube sign on, you just kind of come and watch as a guest. That's awesome. But definitely, if you're enjoying something, go ahead and take the 5 minutes, register your name, get a YouTube sign on, go ahead and subscribe for the channels that you like. You can just sign in and here's all the stuff that you enjoy right away.
Right, Tracy, sub what you love.
It's so easy.
Okay. All right, y'all. I thank y'all so much for joining us tonight. We really, really appreciate it. Y'all make sure y'all check for us next week. Like I said, make sure you got that notification bell on. Make sure you click that top option, which is all. So therefore, you can always be notified every time we drop a new video. Until the next time, y'all, we see y'all in the next video. Y'all be
Bye. Have a good weekend.
Bye-bye. Sub what you love. Bye-bye.
Bye. Take care. Have a good weekend, y'all.